All right, QC Paws has a campaign right now called Home for the Holidays. It's a great way to adopt a pet this Christmas. And joining us now to talk more about that campaign and the organization itself, Shelter Director Samantha Wiley. Samantha, very nice to have you. And I don't know that we can see him, but you got to believe us.
Yeah.
Buddy is here as well. We'll try to get him up on the screen here in just a second. So glad to have you. Before we talk about the campaign, really though, can we talk about how things are going at the shelter?
Things are going good. We are definitely full. We have a lot of adult animals, dogs, cats, looking for homes. They just seem to keep coming in.
Yeah, what are the needs right now for the shelter?
So the shelter is looking to place as many animals as we possibly can in the right homes. We're looking for donations of food, litter, bleach, things that make our day go round. So
there he is. So let's talk about just kind of the need for space. That's a little bit about what Home for the Holidays is all about. Tell us about that.
So in order for us to move animals that are in the back waiting to come up, we have to make room on the adoption floor for them. And we have had a generous donation from Bruce Enterprises that is making it possible. It's his goal to get as many animals home for the holidays as possible.
What is realistic in terms of that number this time of year?
Of getting animals into homes?
Yeah.
Is it's hard to say. If we do 20 adoptions in a week, that's great. But we're just, right now, we want to make sure we're going to find the right home for the animal and get them there.
Yeah, and you've said that a couple of times, and I think it's important to talk about that a little bit because, you know, during the holidays, and I have friends who are doing this, they're getting a dog for the family, right? And that's something that people love to do. It can be great, but you got to also think about it.
Right, long term. You have to think long term. It needs to be a lifetime commitment, and you know, a dog can live to be 16, 17 years old. So are you ready to take that commitment for the next 16, 17 years just to make a great Christmas present? So maybe a gift certificate. Hey, we're going to go look for a dog after the holidays, or just knowing that you're ready to make the lifetime commitment financially and emotionally.
I imagine the conversation with the family, you know, within the family has to be similar to the conversation you're having with potential adopting families, because you're asking a lot of questions. You don't just give out the dog.
Right.
So what are those questions? What are those thoughts that kind of...
We like to ask the people, you know, do you know what the dog is going to entail? Who's going to be responsible for the potty training? Who can you financially afford to take the dog to the veterinarian? You know, some dogs have health issues. Are you willing to take that on? So we're always looking for just to educate them more than anything when they're adopting, but to make sure that we're feeling comfortable when, you know, the little buddies go home. So
yeah, it's absolutely a real commitment. One more thing I want to talk about, just because it's so timely right now. It is so cold outside.
It is.
You just told me before our interview started, you do get more calls during this time.
We do.
What kind of calls are these, and what are you doing to maybe help that issue?
So we get a lot of calls based on, you know, our neighbor's dog has been out for 5 hours. Their water bowl is frozen. I can tell you right now, the animal control officers in the cities and Rock Island County are out trying to educate the people. Sometimes people don't remember, oh, hey, it's going to freeze that water bowl that I just put fresh water out for them. Yeah. So, you know, you can get electrical ones that will keep the water bowl flowing. People will call us and say, my neighbor has their dog out. We get there, it's an Alaskan Malamute. Okay, well, they like the cold, you know.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
It's not that it's okay, but I mean, we try to educate them as much as possible with, hey, this is a short-haired dog or a small dog. Do you have the proper shelter? Do you have food and water available for the animals? And things of that. They need the shelter to get out of the element at some point, so.
All right, Samantha, so grateful for everything that you guys are doing over there. Buddy, thank you for being here.
He's very in tune to you. Every time you were talking, he was all watching.
He was paying attention.
He was.
He's adorable. We were talking about how he's just the perfect size.
He is the perfect size.
All right, so great to have you.
Thanks for having us.
All right.